Hey Leo, the new moon solar eclipse in fellow fire sign Aries on March 29th is encouraging you to expand your horizons, try new things, and take the world by storm. We are going to discuss the astrology a little bit of this transit and dive in with the tarot to see what energies you can work with over the next 6 months to bring more exciting adventures into your life. Ready? Let's go. So Leo, welcome to the channel, or welcome back. So awesome to see you here. I hope you're all doing really well out there. So yes, we have a new moon solar eclipse in Aries, March 29th, lighting up your 9th house of expansion, where you see yourself going, your life philosophy, your spirituality, travel. There could be a big trip in your future. Academia, publishing, international business, internet businesses, things that you do, on the internet, out in the world. It's a very, very public energy, the world. So let's see what you need to know. Of course, a new moon solar eclipse is supercharged. It's about planting seeds that can grow very rapidly, especially in Aries, which is about new beginnings. So you're ready to start a whole new chapter of your life in an expansive way, a way that gets you out of a comfort zone, a way that might be very creative and exciting for you. So let's see what you need to know, Leos. Let's see. All right. Well, you're coming into the reading a little tired of the same old with this 10 of Wands. Like, you are well and truly done with carrying a heavy load, a heavy burden, not being able to see in front of your face the wider world, the wider possibilities that do exist out there because you're too caught up in just trying to keep up with whatever you got on your plate. And you got a lot on your plate right now. Okay, all right, let's continue. But that's changing. We have the Knight of Swords, which is about a mental breakthrough. It can be cutting through a lot of BS, and it can be about charging ahead and making up your mind that enough is enough. Like, I'm mad as hell and I'm not going to take it anymore. That's, it can be like something like that with this energy that you don't want to keep carrying maybe what isn't even yours to carry. It's possible. And you're over it. You're over it. So you could be communicating that loud and clear to people in your world because you're feeling this energy bubble up of possibilities and expansion, which is what this new moon solar eclipse is all about. And you're like, I don't want to be stuck here with this. But we have the Ace of Cups. Okay. So this is a lot about you energizing your emotions, your creativity, your intuition, your relationships. This is about breathing fresh new life into your feelings, feeling happy, feeling refreshed, feeling energized. Like, the world is my oyster, and here comes a beautiful opportunity that will light up my heart space. Because Leos, you do rule the heart. And it is vitally important for you to always be connected to your joy. Aces for me are about the self. So, and this is the joy card, the Ace of Cups. This is the farthest thing we can get from joy. This is drudgery and rolling our eyes up to the ceiling. Right? So this is, wow. Ooh, I'm excited about this juicy opportunity coming in. Now, this may be coming in Cancer season with this cup showing up. Because remember, this reading is for 6 months. So we're starting March 29th and we're going until the next new moon eclipse, which is September 21st in Virgo, which is your second house of show me the monies and feeling good, self-worth, self-esteem. Okay, but we'll get to that in September. Right now, let's focus on this. So this is, what are you going to do for yourself to bring this joy into your life? Right? Because on this channel, these are not predictions. This is about how you can use the energies. Tarot's telling you this needs to be looked at. Maybe think about it, your life from this perspective. This may be a suggested way of handling something. That's what it's all about. Okay, so this is saying You need fresh energy in your life. And it's up to you, since it's the ace, for you to be open to it and for you to manifest it and accept it when it comes. Empress, beautiful. Here's our Venus energy. This, of course, is Libra and Taurus energy. Now, Taurus is your 10th house of career. So it may have something to do with that. And this is your 3rd house of communications. Okay, but this is about joy, lushness, fertility, ease and flow. This is the opposite of this, which is heavy and burdensome. So by saying yes to your joy, something you really want to do to expand your world and step into greatness, you're gonna be tapping into creative ways to do that. And I also feel some of you, what this has to do with is speaking your truth, letting it flow naturally. It could be monetizing your communication gifts. And it could also be really speaking to expand your career in some ways. This is your 10th house. That allows you more creative flexibility. That allows a creative expansion instead of doing the same old things that you've been doing. 10 of Wands. You know, you could be so good at what you do currently that they just keep piling on more and more and more because they know that you can take care of that. And they're not giving you opportunities to expand. But you also have to say, hey, I want those opportunities. So there could be something here, I feel, where you're breaking out of maybe a little bit of a pigeonhole situation and allowing your creativity to shine and flow. Now, we are talking about the 9th house here. So it could be too that, you know, you want to sign up for some sort of class you can take online. This could be an art class, a spiritual class, a writing class, you know, whatever it might be that really makes you feel good, makes you feel happy. It could be something you might decide later on to monetize, perhaps. Remember, 9th house is also internet businesses. So those are my entrepreneurs out there. Let me know if you're an entrepreneur in the comments, Leo. If you're an entrepreneur, these next 6 months ahead are suggesting that this is the right timing for you to start investing your energy into what might become for you with an internet business. Now, Empress is about growing something, and she grows it for 9 months, and we're talking about your 9th house. So this investment of energy into something you want to grow for yourself, like an internet business, can help you deal with, in the meantime, any of this frustration. You can kind of be like, well, at least I'm building something on the side for myself. And over time, I know that it can support me if I put enough effort and work into it. Okay, so let's see. Oh, look at this gorgeousness in your heart is the wheel. This is our Jupiter energy. And this is also, you know, the middle of the reading, but I also call it kind of the turning point. So, and it's next to the Empress, gorgeous, and under the Knight of Swords. So Jupiter will be in Gemini until June 6th or 9th. I forget which day exactly. And then it will go into Cancer, which is your 12th house, kind of the behind the scenes energy, the protective energy, guardian angel energy. But this is speaking to your heart is ready for the wheel to turn. Your heart is ready to expand. Jupiter rules the 9th house in astrology, and that is the house we are discussing, where the new moon eclipse in Aries is happening for you. So this is about taking a risk, taking a chance on breaking out, Knight of Swords, of an old cycle, especially a mental rut, because we have this above this. So that's why I'm saying, like, learning something new, expanding, doing something online. You know, a lot of times we are pressed for time in today's world, right? Our schedules are very jam-packed, which is why online internet classes are great, because you can fit them into your schedule and it works for people. Great. So that's something you may consider. I would encourage you that doing something that expands your mind, helps you learn and grow. It's about the expansion and will help get you out of a mental rut and get you to see the possibilities that do exist for you. But, you know, possibilities don't always just land in our lap. I mean, sometimes they do. but it is about us taking the initiative and using the energies. So take a chance on something that you really do enjoy. Turn the wheel, get out of a mental rut, invest your energy, Empress, and let's see where that will take you. Okay. All right. Because you got to get out of that 10 of wands. Here's your energy. So this is under your Ace of Cups. So this could be something involving, again, all Leo things: creativity, pleasure, entertainment, artistry, creativity, all the things, something maybe to do with children or doing creative crafts for kids, or a business that's about creating kids' clothes or something like that, writing children's books. I mean, all that type of energy. Also, spirituality with the strength is a lot about spiritual fortitude as well. This can also be a physical card. So if you're interested in, physical stuff, bodybuilding, athletics, those types of things. So whatever it is you want to do to expand into your strength, we all have something that is our strength, our passion that we love to do. And this energy is calling you to really step into that. And you could see, look at these major arcanas on this second row here. You could really see that if you are patient and you devote yourself to making this change, because your heart is ready for a change. That's what the wheel is too. To expand. The expansion doesn't have to happen overnight. It just has to happen over time. And if you give yourself permission to do that with that Ace of Cups, you're going to see something beautiful manifest from it. This is excellent. Excellent energies here. All right, let's see what else. What did I say? 6 of Wands. So you could be riding high on the streets of victory in 6 months' time. You could be winning a prize for something that you do, like maybe you start this art class or something like that, and you have your art exhibited out in the world and you get a prize. I mean, who knows? But this is you feeling a sense of accomplishment. You get that certificate from a class that you studied. That is your prize. You studied with on the internet, something like that. But this is you feeling the sense of accomplishment and victory that you did this for yourself. If you start an internet business, you could see your first sale by the end of 6 months. It takes a little time to get things up and rolling. Sure, it could happen sooner, but remember, we have the patience card of the Empress and the strength. Okay, but that's gorgeous. 6 of Wands. 7 of Coins. Beautiful. And a 10 of Coins. All right, so this is what you're moving toward. Okay, you're going to be moving toward growing something for yourself while at the same time expanding your horizons. This is gorgeous. And the 10 of Coins here, you could have some long-term financial stability. We have powerful money energies happening in this reading, the Empress and the 10 of Coins. This will come over time though, but you will strengthen your finances through expansion and expanding your skills and knowledge. Okay, and the 7 of Coins, like if you want to go to the next level, which is this 10 of Coins, you will in time. It's vital for you to keep assessing where you're at and seeing what else you need to do to get to the next level. This is a process, okay? Because remember, you're going to have a new moon solar eclipse in your second house of money in September. So what you start now to prepare this expansion, to prepare for greater in your life, will have the tie-in to the longer term eclipse in the house of the money in September, which will have another 6-month influence going into 2026. So we're just getting started with all of this. But I feel like what's going on here for you, Leo, is expanding into really seeing, because this is not seeing, really seeing and knowing deep within your heart and your bones that more is possible for you. And it's not more to just be like, oh, let me just accumulate everything on the planet, all the resources. No, this really is about using your divine gifts with the Empress, the Strength, and the Ace of Cups to expand into those and share them with the world. This is beautiful. So whatever, whatever way you want to do that. I mean, the ninth house is a very philosophical, learning, teaching. So you could also be doing something where you're going to step into a teaching role. First, maybe you're going to be the student, like I said, and then maybe you step into a role after that, maybe in 2026, where you're actually going to be teaching the thing that you just learned. It's possible. But this is what we're going for here. Very, very nice. Long-term financial stability. It's going to come through investing in yourself. But it is about reaching a wider audience as well. Expanding your world. That is the ninth house. But thankfully, the internet makes that a lot easier for us now. All right, let's see what else we have going on for you. Let's crack this open, then we'll pull from our Oracle deck. The Rainbow of Happiness, the Ten of Cups. So I call the Ten of Cups the ultimate personal happiness because not everybody wants a relationship. Not everybody has a big family. Sometimes it's just you and your cat or your dog, right? So this is about what's going to bring you that pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And the pot of gold is not just the money, although quite possibly it is. It's also about what makes you feel strong and proud of yourself. Isn't that the ultimate personal happiness when we do something in the world that taps into our unique gifts and talents and it helps people and you get the feedback that it really helped somebody? That is beautiful personal happiness. Maybe that's just my personal opinion. Let me know. Put a rainbow in the comments, Leo. If you feel the same way, let me know in the comments that, when you can do that, money's important and valuable, of course, but that rainbow of happiness, of the satisfaction that you really gave of your gifts and talents and helped someone else is a very valuable thing also. All right, let's see what else we need to know for you. This is really, really good. There's something here about really getting out of a rut. That's that Ten of Wands. And it's easy for all of us to get into habits and routines and ruts. The daily life is sometimes very, relentless in its demands. But your soul, your spirit's kind of crying out and craving, something more expansive and joyful, which is this ninth house. We have the Two of Clubs. We have opportunity, which corresponds very nicely with our wheel in your heart. And we have the Eagle. Okay, let's see what we need to know about that. I think July is going to be important. I really do. I think of Eagle, the 4th of July. Everything's a metaphor with these things. So let's see what we got going on here. What is this opportunity for Leos? Could also be 2 months from now, which would be at the end of May. That's possible as well. Or right around maybe the full moon in Scorpio, middle of May, with the Empress energy of representing the Taurus going on here. So let's see. Opportunity for the Leos. Okay, so there's going to be an opportunity for you to leave regrets in the past and to end sadness in your life. The coulda, woulda, shouldas, the regrets, the nostalgia. Oh, things were better back in the old days. Yeah, they probably were, but we live in the present moment. But there you are. There you freaking are. So this opportunity is going to help you get your sense of fire back, your mojo, your happiness, your joy. Oh, look, and the Sun card is underneath that. Okay, so again, I would say July, August, we had this under your energy here. This opportunity is going to bring a lot of joy. There might be a travel opportunity with this showing up under your energy. Okay, very nice. But it is about you stepping into something that lights you up and choosing it to expand your world and get out of some sort of emotional funk. Now, I'm not blaming you for an emotional funk. We all go through it. I mean, my goodness, this Mars retrograde this past winter, sorry, people down under, but it was winter for us. With the cold temperatures and the Mars retrograde, and just, I mean, that was a 5 of Cups for me. Minimum 5 weeks of like, like, where's the sun? Like, is the sun ever going to come out again? I know the sun will come out tomorrow. I did bet my bottom dollar that it would. Is that the lyric, or did I mishear it? Maybe I'm inventing my own lyrics to Annie. But my point is that don't beat yourself up with the 5 of Cups, but don't stay there. This is an opportunity coming in, divinely timed. You're going to see something on the internet. Somebody's going to call you and contact you. A travel thing could pop up out of nowhere, like some really reasonably priced thing, or a friend invites you to go to, do something. And so it's cost effective. But there is something here that's going to help get you out of that funk, and it will expand your world and expand your joy. Leo, are you going to claim this for yourself? Let me know in the comments, okay? Very beautiful energies here for you, Leo. So I would love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching. I'll do my best to respond to as many comments as I can. But love you guys. This is exciting. Remember, this is for the next 6 months ahead. So let's see what may manifest for you. All right? Use the energies, as I like to say. Love you guys. Take care. I will see you again soon. Stella Wild, signing out.